You can hear me? Hi. You good? All right, we're good. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the February 15th, 2022 regular Village Board meeting. And if you'd please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I motion we approve the minutes of the February 1st, 2022 Village Board meeting.
I'll second that.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anyone that's not on the agenda that would like to speak? Now is the time. Okay. We have Caitlin Appleby and friends from We Love RCS. I like to play on words. That have some information to share with the board, and here we go. Whoever would like to come on up first, just introduce yourself for the record.
Oh,
Right up to the podium. Yeah, come on up.
Okay, hi. Is this,
Yep,
Yep.
good.
Yep, you're live.
You're live.
I'm Ted Smith.
Hey, Ted. Hi, Caitlin.
But yeah, we're here because we planned a community arts festival for this coming spring. And some business owners and community members by helping us out. We've got a little bit of a plan for who's going to be participating. We've got select ensembles from the middle school and high school already on board.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Nope.
Start over.
No, that's fine.
No, you're okay.
We are.
Thanks for coming, Bill.
So we've got some select ensembles, as I said, from the middle school and high school on board. Faculty working with us to make sure that happens. And we've got some other community groups that are interested in coming along too. Our plan is to have the lot right next to Railed River, in between Railed River and Trackside. We've talked with those business owners. They're excited about the opportunity. So, yeah, we're still in the early planning phase, but
Rolling along.
Yeah.
Very well.
We-
We've got some vendors and a lot of participation from the school, so once we get approval, to move forward, we can start advertising and hopefully get some more community involvement. But I'm really happy, the arts department is on board and, they're actually creating a logo for us and they've incorporated it into their curriculum. And so it's been a really collaborative effort with community agencies, so it's gonna be a good time.
And what
Lots
time
us
of
are
year
gonna
are
come.
you talking? What time of year are you talking about possibly?
May 14th.
which we found out is the same day
It's the
as
same
the
day.
prom. We scheduled ours first, but we're actually thinking there may be some,
We can incorporate, we can work together. I'm thinking maybe get a big backdrop so people can come take pictures for prom if they don't have a nice place to take pictures or.
it'll also be
Yeah.
significantly earlier. We're gonna be an
Yeah.
early
Yeah.
afternoon.
So probably
For
like
families.
11 to 4, something around there.
That could be a good tie-in, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we don't want to go too late because we know people are going to be going to
Getting ready.
prom and, I mean, the demographics we're trying to hit are a little bit different, but we know families, have younger kids and older kids and we don't want to have any conflicts. We want to just include everybody.
Nice.
That picture backdrop idea would be great. That's a great idea for people to come.
Thank you. Once in a while I have good ideas.
More than that.
My only suggestions would be, if you've got, the property owner's permission, awesome. Coordinate with, you've done the festival, so you know who you gotta coordinate with, but let the police department know, Queens PD and sheriffs, and coordinate with Henry. He can help with any kind of closing off the streets or some signage for parking, right? And, yeah, that'd be great.
Great.
Looking forward to that. Anything we could do to help, just let us know.
Okay.
All right,
Great.
sounds
Thank you.
good.
Is
Thanks,
this the
guys.
first of many?
Yeah,
Hopefully.
we started a little bit when Friendship Festival got rebooted last year. We just kind of piggybacked on that one to try it out. But yeah, we're hoping this will be the first of many independent Just Arts festivals.
Nice.
And it's nice to see a face behind the I love RCS or We Love RCS.
There's many faces. Bridget's here too.
Yep.
Bridget Engelhart's another director.
Oh, that's one of them.
Apparently she
Nice.
didn't want to get up here with us.
I'm just supporting you from the back.
But yeah, we've got a lot of people who are pushing this thing, so.
Good, well,
sounds
you can
good.
count on all of us.
You bet you can.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Awesome, thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So we've got some stuff here to get out of the way. Well, while it's in front of me, I have the January 2022 Building Department Report, and put that into the minutes. And we also have, somewhere in here, I promise
There it
you.
is.
There it is. We have the election resolution. Some people might not know the village elections are not run by the county, they're run by Christine Bernacki. She's, that's how village elections go, they're run by the clerk. So, that's why we have to read these resolutions and follow the procedure. So at a regular meeting of the Board of Trustees of the Village of Ravena, held on February 15th, 2022, the following resolution was offered by me, seconded by whoever decides, and moves to its adoption was duly carried unanimously. Whereas, well, maybe unanimously, we'll see how that vote goes. Whereas the next general election for officers of the Village of Ravena shall be held March 15th, 2022, and whereas the Board of Trustees is required by Section 15-104, subparagraph 3B of the election law to adopt a resolution designating the polling places, the hours the polls shall be open, and addresses of those nominated. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of the Village of Ravena designates the polling place as 15 Mountain Road, Ravena, New York, 12143. That's right here in this room. The hours during which the polls will be open shall be 12 noon until 9 p.m., and the candidates nominated for office in accordance with the provision of Article 15 Village Election Law are as follows. William Mizuraka Jr., 2212 Route 9W, Ravena, New York, 12143, nominated for the office of mayor for a 4-year term. Dominic J. Ruggieri, 56 Woodlawn Drive, Ravena, New York, nominated for the office of mayor for a 4-year term. Caitlin Appleby, 12 Wendell Street, Ravena, New York, nominated for office of village trustee for a 4-year term. Linda Muller, 56 Western Ave, Ravena, New York, nominated for the office of village trustee for a 4-year term. Barbara J. Tanner, 2 Ridge Road, Ravena, New York, nominated for the office of village trustee for a 4-year term. Be it further resolved, the village clerk is hereby directed to publish this resolution in full in a local newspaper and to post a copy of this resolution in at least 6 conspicuous places within the village on or before March 5th, 2022, and that a copy be placed at the polling place. This resolution shall take effect immediately. So I offer this resolution. Any second?
I'll
I'll s-
second that.
You?
Yeah.
Joe?
Joe Gandy,
Yes.
second. And how do the rest vote?
Yes.
Yes.
All yes. And I guess we should note for the record that Mary Ellen is absent this evening. Okay. Whew. Need a little sip after that. Okay, we've got some budget adjustments, and Sue King has offered these up on February 3rd. These are to balance out the budget. We had to add to one of our lines, A3390, Firehouse received a grant for $7,125. Very, very nice, and I believe Jeff and Travis worked on that together. So that was a really nice one. And then the rest are very small transfers just to balance out the budget. It is, as always, offered for the record and available for viewing at the village office anytime.
Are you going to move for that?
And I motion we accept that.
I'll second that.
Yes.
Yay.
Okay. We also have a transfer from Susan King, our Clerk-Treasurer, dated today. And we are transferring $38,839.50 of ARPA funds from general fund, to the water fund for the purchase of a 2022 Chevy 2500 HD. That is the pickup truck for the water department. Just so everybody knows, we talked about it at a previous meeting. Jason Leonard, our water operator, his truck was, at that point, it needed like $4,000 worth of repairs to, just to be legit. We were able to get this awesome truck at state bid with a plow for that $38,000 amount. And they gave us, Henry, you remember off the top of your head, trade-in? It was really
I think 9,000.
9,000, which was great, considering the condition that it was in, so. And who do we purchased that from, Denoyer, right?
Yeah.
DePaula,
Denoyer.
The north.
Denoyer. So, and they did a solid, they threw in a free bed liner, make it last longer, and we're right now getting it undercoated up at Z-Bart just to make these things, last. And the guys really do take care of the equipment, so. That's what that's for, and we're increasing line item A988 by $38,839.50, and we are creating line item A9905.97, transfer to water fund, and increase by that same amount. We also have to increase line item F5031, interfund transfer, by $38,839.50, and increase F8340.48, transmission and distribution outside services, again by that same amount. So that's to move the money into the fund that we can purchase the truck for. I motion we accept that.
Second that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Very good. Okay. So, the other thing, many people know, but if not, we'll repeat it. We did receive another large grant for the stream daylighting project behind Faith Plaza. Off the top of my head, Henry, what's that number?
I believe it was 425.
Like $425,000. And what stream daylighting does, and there's a perfect example of it because we just did it behind the Harem Salon. Many years ago, there's several creeks that run through the entire village. And the big thing to do with them was, well, let's put them in a pipe and blacktop over them. And what that causes, it's not great for the environment because everything's shoved underground. You don't get the natural aeration and growth that you should. Also, it's very easily clogged, which causes huge backups through our system. So we got our first grant for roughly that same amount of money and did the project where the stream was daylighted, where our guys, and this is great that we have guys that are very talented with the equipment, opened that stream up, and what you'll see, we planted, I think, 27 very specific types of vegetation, certain kinds of rocks, sizes of rocks, and what it does is it's able to take a huge amount of water when we get those 50-year storms, 100-year storms, hold it and keep it from all just blasting through the tube and causing problems down the whole line. And this year was a great barometer if our project worked or not, because we had some pretty impressive storms, and it did, without a doubt.
No flooding.
We had, even down at my bar at the halfway house on Russell, that's where I used to live, on North Clement and South Clement, excuse me. Behind Miss Biscone's house was a swimming pool anytime it rained, and this year it stayed dry as a bone. So it was just incredibly successful. We're alleviating a lot of that flooding issue. Hopefully, this one, which is the same thing behind Faith Plaza, will even lessen the impact. Our hope, long-term, is to eliminate that whole 100-year floodplain thing that costs homeowners and businesses alike that are within it extra taxes or extra insurance costs because they're living in a what's deemed a federal flood zone. So anything we can do to help that. That's why we're doing this. So with all that said, work should begin at some level this
This is sometime in the spring.
spring.
Yep.
And you'll see, now that everything's planted, that little area, there's going to be some benches there, and it's going to look great. It's going to be a nice little pocket green space, and it's very eco-friendly. So what I have to put out here is the contract. And this just outlines I'm on a roll tonight, I'll keep reading, I guess. Just so I don't paraphrase too much. But this is our application 1871, and this is for the Village of Ravena, County of Albany. And I'm certifying that no federal funds have been paid or will be paid by or on behalf of the undersigned to any persons for influencing or attempting to influence an officer or employee of any agency, member of Congress, officer of Congress, employee, member of Congress, in connection with the awarding of any federal contract, the making of any federal grant, the making of any federal loan, and entering into any cooperative agreement, the extension, continuation, renewal, amendment, modification of any federal grant, contract, or loan. If any funds other than federal appropriated funds have been paid or will be paid to any person for influencing or attempting to influence an officer of any agency, member of Congress, in connection with federal contract, grant, loan, or cooperative agreement, the undersigned shall complete and submit standard form LLL disclosure form to report lobbying in accordance with its instructions. And the undersigned shall require that the language of this certification be included in the award documents for all subawards and all tiers, including subcontracts, subgrants, contracts under grants, loans, and cooperative agreements, and that all subrecipients shall certify and disclose accordingly. This certification is a material representation of fact upon which reliance was placed when this transaction was made or entered to. Submission of this certification is a prerequisite for making or entering into this transaction imposed by Section 1352, Title 31, U.S. Code. Any person who fails to file the required certification shall be subject to a civil penalty of not less than $10,000, not more than $100,000 for each such failure. So, I motion the board vote to have me sign this because we are completely within accordance of all this stuff.
You want to second that?
Linda seconds?
Yay.
Joe, Nancy, all good? All right. And that is done and out of the way. Nope, one more. And this is a certification paper. This is the contract engineering type with Crawford and Associates. And I am certifying I'm an employee or official of the Village of Ravena. And I also certify the Village of Ravena has procured all contracts in accordance with Section 40 U.S.C. 1101. The solicitation was publicly announced, yes. Evaluation criteria were available in the announcement, yes. Criteria were based on demonstrated competence and qualification, yes. Attempts were made to discuss anticipated concepts and alternatives with at least 3 firms, yes. At least 3 firms were selected as the most highly qualified, yes. Contract negotiation to determine compensation began with the most highly qualified firm. In the event an agreement was not reached, negotiations proceeded to the next most qualified. Everyone agree with that?
Yes.
Yes.
Motion we sign?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Get working, Hank. You need that. All right. I promise I'm almost done. So you guys came to talk about fun stuff, now you're trapped. Stuck here. Just so everybody knows, in your next water sewer billing, you're going to get a letter that looks like this, and it's front and back. And what it is, there is a new regulation by the federal government, which is they want to know what kind of service lines come into your house from the mains. Just so everybody knows, overwhelmingly, the vast majority within the village and the areas we serve, Hamlet of Queens, New Baltimore, they are not lead lines. Most of them have been, especially the new neighborhoods, were plastic or copper. There is some galvanized, and I'm sure there's some lead too we found in the course of things. So there's right now the feds are requiring that we do an assessment to try and find out exactly what every single line going into every single house is. So we thought rather than send our water guys door-to-door knocking, which can, increases overtime. They have other work to do, inconveniences a lot of residents. We're giving everybody a chance to help us help themselves. And it's all detailed in here, but the quick breakdown is we're asking people to identify where the line comes in, snap a quick photo of it. If they personally can tell, you can look at it, plastic's easy. Coppery color, but it could be oxidized, it could be greenish color. And galvanized can look like lead and not be lead. So if there's an issue, you call us, the numbers are listed, and then we'll come and take a look. But like I said, the vast majority is plastic or copper, so you'll be fine. And then they submit that to a dedicated email, and that's ravlinecheck@gmail.com. And hopefully with a photograph of it too, so we can corroborate this. This should cut down, Bethlehem's doing very similar thing. This should cut back on overtime and cost to taxpayers. Again, if anybody's uncomfortable identifying what they have, or they really not sure, snapping photos and emailing them, no problem, call us. We come and we'll take care of it. And this will create a digital map. We'll know every single one, then wait for federal regulations telling us what the next step is, which frankly right now nobody knows. If it's going to be a federally funded program, who's going to do the digging, who's responsible for the tie-ins. We don't know any of this stuff, but this is a federally mandated thing, so we're getting the ball rolling. And there's also, we're going to keep this, as with every water bill, you're going to get an information sheet with this, and also we'll tell people when we plan on flushing the hydrants, which helps so you don't get discoloration in your, because it will stir the system up, but you don't want to ruin your wash. So maybe you put a Post-it note on your washing machine so you know, hey, I got to run this thing before I do it. And it'll have a lot of other information on it, such as our annual drinking quality reports, when the bills are payable, when we send them out, when they're due by. So it's just good information. I think it's long overdue, and I just wanted to put it out there. That's what you'll be seeing, so you know it's legit. That's that. Linda, I have to stop talking for a while.
You want me to talk for a minute?
Yeah, so go ahead with that. And
I was asked to talk about another wonderful community event that's coming to our area. It's called the Community Partnership Mass Food Distribution. And come receive food. I'll read it right off to you, and then we'll make sure it's on our website and in any place that you guys can get more information, but I'll read it to you. Come receive food, fresh fruits and vegetables and other items. It's February 24th, 2022 at 10 a.m. and that's while supplies last. This will be taking place at the Ravena Queeman Selkirk Central School, which is right up here on 9W. Some of the things you need to know before coming: please do not arrive before 10 a.m. Arriving early will cause traffic and crowding. Food will be giving out beginning at 10 a.m. If you are driving, stay in your car. If you are walking, please practice social distancing. Wear a mask. Adhering to these instructions will allow us to distribute food in a quick and timely fashion. And this has been part of the Catholic Charities Mobile Outreach Vehicle Extension. And they're in a partnership with the Regional Food Bank, the RCS Central Schools, Catholic Charities, like I said, and CDPHP. There's a number of them at the bottom. So look for this on our Facebook page and on our website, and it's a wonderful opportunity for our community to help with much needed food distribution.
nice. Excellent. So we've got some more stuff. The school is RCS, who rents space from us now for the Board of Education. They've required more space. So this wing above us had to do a little bit of straighten up work because it wasn't quite set up for office space. And the carpet's very ancient. So it's probably been there since we went to school here. So we do have a price, and again, this is on state bid for the carpeting. And for the entire area, they broke it into 2 sections. It includes everything, transitions, removal of the old stuff, prep, and the new carpeting. And it's carpet squares. So if something ever gets damaged down the line, you can peel one up, replace the other, you don't have to rip it all out. One part is $3,840.34. The other is $1,978.27. And we've reached an agreement with RCS that we will work with them on the rent. We appreciate them being here, and we know that and they're going to help us. They helped us by getting it at state bid. So if everyone's okay with that, I say it's time to move forward and get that space ready to, I would motion that we accept that.
I'll second that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. It's good to see. We'll utilize as much space here as we can, and that's perfect. And one last thing from me. Albany County has the Office of the Executive, Dan McCoy, has reached out to Henry, and the dates they're looking for the county's flag football program, and they've been doing that with us for,
Three.
Yeah,
Has it
it's been
that
a
long?
while now.
Yeah, because of COVID it was, yeah.
and
Okay.
it's all free. All these programs are so great for the kids. The dates they're looking for at Mosier Park were July 23rd through August 27th, and they're usually, what was the time frame they wanted, Hank?
3 to
'Cause
6.
it changed, 3 to 6 p.m. And Henry noticed that the ending date of this happened to be the Friendship Festival. So, we are, the kids will have had plenty of practice by then, and we are inviting them to the first annual Mayor's Cup Football Challenge. And we figured that'd be a great way to end their last day of this practice, and we'll showcase them in a section of the field at the Friendship Festival.
Yeah.
Get a nice trophy for them, and,
Throwing that one at me, okay.
yeah, have some fun.
I have an idea.
Are
I
you
know.
playing?
I may be guest referee, maybe. They will outrun me and hurt me, these kids.
How old are these kids?
I'm not sure on the ages.
They ran from the little ones right up until,
Like how little?
how old were they? I think they're 5,
School
5
age.
and 6, and at different times, they had different people in charge, and they would be practicing, so it would be a very interesting,
This should be
game.
good. It'd be like herding cats.
That'll be a
it'd be
great thing for
fun.
them.
Oh,
So, yeah, it's a good thing. We love these things. They do the karate, the lacrosse, the basketball. They've been doing incredible stuff with us, and we do appreciate their continued cooperation.
Are you going to reach out to them, or does Henry have to?
Yeah,
invite
well,
them?
Henry's got the
Henry's
line of
got it.
communication.
No, I mean
We'll-
to invite them to that?
Oh, for that? Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
write a little something up, and we'll call them together. Okay. That,
What was that time again?
3 to, no, but on
That's not
that
gonna be
day,
daily,
time.
but the day of, we'll sort that out.
yeah, we'll
We'll
sort.
sort it all out. We got lots of time.
Depends how the committee feels about it.
All right, well, I'm good. Joe, what do you got going on?
You pretty much summed up things I want to talk about. That I can tell you firsthand with the lead lines, I know my house is lead. So I got to get that replaced, but that's something that's been coming down the line for quite a bit, and hopefully I'm going to look into any federal funding that might offset
That's what we're
the
hoping, yep.
cost for folks. So that's what I'm working on. Other than that, the water's flowing. Village crew's working. That's all I got.
Oh, and since you're the liaison for the water and sewer, Tyler Searles, he passed his certification, which was,
Oh, nice.
Congratulations, Tyler.
yep, Tyler's a great guy, and I think he's an asset to that department for sure.
Absolutely.
So congratulations. What do you have, Nancy?
Let's pay bills.
Let's do that.
I make a motion that we pay the audited bills for abstract 9-2-22. Voucher numbers 9-32 through 9-66 in the amount of $75,883.38.
got off easy this month. I second that.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
You
good
good?
tonight.
All right.
Whoa.
I could, but I won't.
We're going to write this down. And Christine, do you have anything to add?
No.
No? Good, covered it all?
Everybody come out and vote,
Yep.
March
that-
15th. There won't be a village board meeting that night, but you guys need to come and pay bills.
Right.
Just come pay bills.
Yep. Perfect. All right. Well, if that's it, I would thank everyone for coming. Nice to have
Yeah,
guests.
thank you.
And I motion we adjourn.
I second that.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.